The census of Cyrenius, mentioned in the book of Luke. Okay, this also helps us to narrow down the time period. Called Quirinius in Roman historical documents, this qualified leader had experience in Syria by administering the census Tertullian referred to in 3-2 BC. Martin demonstrates, Ernst Martin, the author of the book I showed you, demonstrates that Cyrenius received special Roman commands throughout his career, especially in census-taking events, and acted as procurator. This special census was one of the most important in history. The special census, or registration, in 3-2 BC was actually an oath of allegiance. It wasn't just counting people. There was an oath of allegiance demanded by Augustus Caesar and proclaimed during the summer of 3 BC. This is going to be a very important summer. Since both Joseph and Mary were descendants of David and could both be considered legitimate claimants of the throne of Israel, both would be required to make the trip to Bethlehem. On February the 5th, 2 BC, Augustus was given the title Pater Patriae, Father of the Country. He was named the George Washington of the Empire, okay, by decree of the Senate and the people of Rome. The festivities coincided with his 25th Jubilee year of being Emperor of Rome and the 750th year of the founding of Rome. So this is a huge time of celebration in the Roman Empire. And they would have interpreted the celestial signs far differently than the Jews or the Magi would have done. They would have seen it as the Roman pantheon of Jupiter and Mercury and Venus, that the gods were showing blessing on Augustus Caesar in the empire. In 1605, astronomer Johannes Kepler, great creationist, great Christian, great mathematician, suggested that a conjunction of Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars was the star of Bethlehem. To Persian Magi, Jupiter represented royalty. Jupiter is considered the king planet. Saturn represented Jerusalem, and Mars represented conquests. Constellations Pisces, Virgo, and Leo all represented the Hebrews there. On May the 29th, 7 BC, a conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn occurred in Pisces. Okay, so we have the king planet, we have a wandering star, a planet that represents Israel, and then we have also Pisces, which also represents the people of God. On October 3rd, 7 BC, the same thing happened, another conjunction. This normally occurs once in 804 years. In the spring of 6 BC, they conjuncted again with Mars joining. So this is an extremely rare event. This is the only historical occasion, in fact, when a planetary massing has occurred at the same time as a triple conjunction. Certainly a celestial message was being sent. Now, a conjunction is just a lining up of the planets or celestial bodies from Earth's point of view. A massing is 3 or more bodies in close proximity to one another, okay, in the same region of the sky. So when you look up at a certain area, you see more than one. You see 3 or more actual celestial bodies all together. So visually, you see the planets lined up in their orbits, and they're moving at different speeds, millions of miles apart from each other there. But from Earth's point of view, it looks like they're all kind of lined up there. You see the sunlight reflecting off their disks.